What up? What up? What up? Man, we back at it again, man. What is going on, you guys? We are back here with Behind the Brand, and I am your man, Leo Brown. And alongside with me is my man, Smokey the Blog, and my man, Mr. Chris Moore, Carolina Blue. Fellas, what's happening?
What's good? What's good, player? How you doing, man? Can you hear me okay?
Hanging, hanging, chilling, living the
All
life
right.
in San Diego, man. It's a great day to be alert, be alive. I'm
Yeah,
going
no
to
question.
I'm gonna pass the mic to you, Easy. Tell us what's going on, man.
Oh man, nothing, man. Just hanging in there, man. Glad to be on with you again. Hope everybody can hear me okay. And just sitting out here on the Smoke Easy Deck Lounge. It's a beautiful day here in New Jersey, man. We went from like 28 degrees to 65 today, so it's beautiful.
Hey,
So that's it, man.
is your neighbor gonna be able to contain himself today?
You know what? I saw he has his lawn tractor in the front. So I'm looking at him, side eye. I'm like, don't you bet not. You bet not. So I'm hoping there won't be a whole lot of background noise today, man. But they
Oh
that see
man.
that's payback for my late night shenanigans. See, I'm a night owl, so I sit out here on the deck lounge. Like sometimes I don't come outside till 1 o'clock in the morning. So you know, it is what it is.
And that's
I
that's
guess
how
it's
you that's
payback.
that's how you do your interviews, man. You always end up at night having fun, on those
Yeah,
cool
man.
brisk nights, out with the
Yep.
fire pit and everything.
Out with the fire
So
pit. That's right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No fire pit right now. I just
Yes.
got my little Woodford Reserve citronella lamp burning in the back. That's it.
Speaking of Will Reserve, I need to go pour myself a drink.
Yes,
Chris,
sir.
I know you on the move right now, man. I know you in the car. It may be a little staticky for you, but what's going on, man, with North Carolina, man?
Man, this has been a nice couple of days. Like New Jersey, it was cold as hell in North Carolina for up till Thursday. Then it jumped up to 70 degrees, so it's just pretty nice. And other than that, man, just chilling, getting some stuff together. You see, we brought out a little Corona line the other day, so we'll have something up ready for people to do some samples. Probably do a little
Yes,
sample sale,
yes.
probably Black Friday. Yeah, it's a tasty
Mm.
one. Yeah, it's a tasty one. You know I bring the fire. You know I bring the fire.
Yo, man.
Yeah, man. I'm
Congratulations
I'm I'm
and congrats
waiting.
on the launch event, man. Congrats on the launch event, man. That was
Oh,
that looked like it was
that
something else.
was that was bananas, man. Leo can get
Yeah.
into that more. That was bananas.
Leo was
That
telling me
That
was
about it
bananas.
too,
that
man.
shit
He told
was
me it
that
was
shit
off
was
the hook.
madness, bro. That shit was madness.
Yeah, that's good shit. That's good
That
shit.
shit was
Wish
madness.
I could have
My
wish I could have
man,
joined y'all.
Amology checking in. My man Roy checking in from all the way from Montana. That's another the Montana hook up there, Chris. Um, Fellas, you know what?
Montana.
This
Woo.
Yeah, yeah. This next weekend coming, or this next week coming, is Thanksgiving, man. And I want to right now give thanks to both of you guys for rocking with me, giving me the honor to be amongst you guys' presence. And I really truly mean that from the heart, man. I mean, this is all about giving thanks, man. And I really do. I thank both of you brothers for allowing me to rock with y'all, man. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Next week, we will not be doing a show next week. So do not look for me because I'm trying to eat, be stuffed, be merry, and be happy. And
Mhm.
so let's get right into some cigar news, man. Let's get into some cigar news. Epic Cigars coming out with a anniversary cigar
Mhm.
box, and it's called the 10. Epic has been around for 10 years now, and it's kind of amazing that of all people, me, I have not had one of the Epic cigars, man. Have you guys had one at all?
It's been a couple of years since I had an Epic, man. I like them. I like them. I've had a couple of can't remember exactly which front marks I've had because it's been a couple of years, but I've had them, man. Shout out to Dean Parsons, man, because he actually makes a good stick. I'm really
Yeah.
curious about this 10, man. It looks like it's an AJ Fernandez collaboration, so I'm a little curious about that.
Yeah, I've had a Dean stick. I have a Dean Epic Stick a while ago, and it was pretty good actually. So I'm gonna go back
Mhm.
and get some more, and I definitely support my man Dean. You know, that's
Yeah.
one of my people that I looked up to when I started my line. So I definitely got to support him.
So that's what's up.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, Dean is. It looks like it's going to be a 6x54 box press Toro. It's going to be a
Ooh,
Cameroon
I like
wrapper
that.
over Nick Robin Bond and filler, which that's what he does. And like you were mentioning, Easy, is that he's doing this with AJ. So that's going to be
Yeah.
interesting also, because we know
Yeah.
how AJ does things. So I'm kind of interested to really get my hands on this box. But
Yeah.
looks like there's only
Yeah.
going to be 1,000 boxes though. 1,000
Oh.
boxes.
All
So of
right.
course with
Limited release.
10 in each one, um,
Mhm.
you know what? Yeah, what he's doing is that he's actually throwing a certificate on the inside of the box. It looks like, for
Mhm.
everybody to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Epic Cigars being around. Um,
Mhm.
I guess the MSRP is looking like $16 per stick, so $160 per box. Um,
$160 a box. Okay, that ain't bad. Yeah, man. It's an anniversary edition, and it's
yeah,
worth it. So, yeah. I mean, but then again,
right.
has you mentioned it's it's an AJ Fernandez collaboration. Has any AJ collaboration fell flat?
Not that I've seen, not that I have seen. So
Not
I
that
don't
I,
expect
not that I
anything
know.
but good stuff out of this one.
Mhm.
Actually,
So,
actually making stuff taste better.
Yeah,
You ain't hear that.
right.
You ain't hear that from me though.
right though. Yeah,
Because
listen,
the other
man. Let's
thing,
call a spade, bro. You know.
that's it, man. I mean, according to Dean, he said he's very excited to launch the amazing collaboration. Um, he said that he announced this in July, and that he began
Yep.
working on the blend October of last year. October of last year. So everybody should be able to
Oh
get it on
wow.
their shelves next week, as far as I
Next
understand.
week.
Next week.
All right.
Um, the
All
other
right.
the
I'm
other
on that.
news that's out there too is La Aurora. La Aurora is coming out with a 100% Nicaraguan Puro 107.
What?
Yes, Nicaraguan Puro 107, 107 Nicaraguan Puro. Yeah. So I can't wait to get my hands on this one. I had the 107 before.
Yeah.
I had one that had been aged for like 7 years as well, man. It tasted fucking phenomenal. I just cannot lie about it. But yeah, this one is supposed to be coming out. I think what is it? Next week as well. Yeah.
And it's
No,
a
I'm sorry, it's already
Nicaraguan.
out. It's already out. It's going to be
It's
hitting.
already out.
Yeah, it's going to be hitting the shelves. Yeah, it's going to be hitting the shelves all over now. Yep.
La Aurora in Nicaragua. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah. I know. Me and Chris will. Well, really, Chris has some other insight behind La Aurora, but we definitely can't say anything about that as of this moment. But yeah, I can't
Right.
wait to try this Nicaraguan blend. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm curious as hell, man.
I tell you what though, Easy, it's some news coming out of an area right close to you, about flavored cigars coming out of the city of Philly.
Uh oh.
You know the courts, with the whole flavor ban thing, right? Um,
Mhm.
nobody or they don't want the flavored cigars around. Well, what Philly did is that they said, you know what, the hell with that. No, we're gonna keep selling these flavored cigars. Don't worry about the ban for us. So they're basically, they're overturning the initial judgment that they made. So they're gonna say, nope, you guys can continue selling flavored cigars and
Mhm.
have fun until we decide to come get you.
Philly gangster. So but damn, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Right.
And I try to follow, all of the legal news, that affects the tobacco industry, and that's when that went by me. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they're gonna
Yeah.
allow
Yeah.
the retailers to continue to sell the flavored cigars until further notice, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody else
So
is shutting
far,
it down,
yeah,
but
they're
Philly,
gonna.
we good because we do things different in Philly.
Right. Yeah, that's when Philly get down.
Hmm.
Hey man, so look, everybody's here. They're all tuned in to not look at us. They want to see some of these ladies that we have decided to bring on this show. So I'm gonna start just introducing, man. Is this woman here? She is probably one of the sexiest photo taken people I've ever seen. She wears ball caps. She's ass kicking. She's beer drinking. She's Army veteran. Also VP of Echelon Cigars. Ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen, put your goddamn hands together for my girl, Kat Medina. Kat, what's going on?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
You
what's going
look, she got
on?
a beer in her hand right now. You see that? You see?
I love it. I love it.
Hey, I lived out in Philly for a while. I know how it is out there.
Kat, it's good to see you again. I know we've been trying to get together time to time, have a beer, have a smoke. I promise you we're gonna do this very, very soon. Very soon. But up next is probably one of the busiest women I have seen on social media, doing events. She's out of the big state of Texas, the great city of Dallas. She's the definition of crazy, sexy, and cool. Y'all, please go ahead and put your hands together for Miss Sheree, right from Dallas. Steve, what's going on?
Hello. Thanks for
What's
having me
good? What's
on.
good, Sheree?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
So
Good.
Sheree, you were
Beautiful.
just on Smoke Easy's live just last week. So
Yes.
you're doing a back-to-back within a
Yes.
week kind of interview thing. So this ought to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it. I
yeah.
love it. I love it.
This is
So
all right. This
up
is all
next
right.
is another girl that I've been in communication with for a little bit of a time. Probably one of the sexiest women in the cigar industry. She takes hella pictures. She loves her brims. She is one of Altadis' own. In case you don't know who she is, welcome in Miss Isis Lawrence.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Yo, in case y'all don't know, Isis is coming to us live from the Dominican Republic. I love it. I thank you for joining us, Isis. This is gonna be so much fun. Hopefully you're having a good time. I know we had some prior issues with you coming on, but hopefully everything is good now,
Yes,
and hopefully we can have some fun.
we're here. Thank you for the invitation. Nice to see you guys.
That brim though.
Absolutely. That brim is on
Jesus.
point, man.
Jesus.
Yeah. Listen, if you're not following Isis Cigar Moments, start following right now. The girl does everything when it comes to the brims. And she actually had a hat challenge. She had a hat challenge some time ago, man. So, yo, it was big. It was huge. It was off the chain. But right now, without further ado, this next woman, I don't even know what to say. I don't.
Ooh.
She is. Listen, let's just do it. She's fashionable. She's smart. She is coming out with a documentary, in case you guys haven't heard of it, and it is called Smoke Big. It's all about the LA cigar lounge and smoking experience. I don't know what else to say besides this is my homegirl, my friend. Put your motherfucking hands together for my girl, my Aisha. What's happening?
Oh shit.
Good morning, good afternoon,
Listen,
guys.
I don't know another way to describe Maisha, man. If y'all don't like that one, then I don't give a damn. I'm just saying that's my home. I mean, she is.
They'll come
She
to
is
their
my
own
LL Cool
conclusions
J
by the end
round
of
away
this
girl. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
show. Thank you.
Bamboo
But ladies,
earrings,
it's
at
a
least
pleasure
two
to
pair.
have all of you all on. At least 2 pair.
I
But no, it
missed
is
that.
great.
I should have did that. That's usually my MO. I missed that.
She always has the hoops on, man. If y'all are not following Sisters of the Leaf, make sure you follow Sisters of the Leaf. If you are not following Sheree on
I
Instagram, make sure
will.
you guys follow Sheree. If you guys are not following Kat from Echelon, make sure that you follow her as well. This is the crew. right now for today. Unfortunately, some of the ladies had to drop out at the last minute, which I totally understand their issues. But nonetheless, we're still gonna have a great time rocking with these four beautiful ladies that know these industries. That's all that I can say. So, Easy, I'm gonna let you kick it off, man. I've already told you, ladies, how we gonna do this. Easy, you up?
Well, actually, I do have a question for y'all because and I'm gonna go there a little bit because we can't have women on the show and not address any elephant in the room called sexism. But you, Leo, introduce each and every one of these ladies as beautiful, sexy, this, and that, which is fine. It's all good. However, I'm curious, how do the ladies, because obviously these ladies here are very serious about the cigar industry. They're very serious about what they do and their contributions to the cigar industry as businesswomen. How do you feel though? And I know every woman wants to be beautiful, every woman wants to be sexy, every woman wants to be complimented that way as well. But how do you feel when that's the first thing that comes out of our mouths when it comes to cigars or when we see you in the cigar industry?
I can talk all night. I'll let somebody else
Kick it off, sis.
go.
Kick it off.
I mean, it's accurate. It's accurate. All the ladies are sexy. I'm a little bit of a different breed. I feel like I said, it's accurate, and that's I accept that, and I think most women should. If it's the first thing that's out your mouth, that's the first thing you see, and as a man, that's what it is. But where there's beauty, there's brains. So I feel like even though you see me as whatever you see, sexy or beauty, you'll soon find out that there's brains and intelligence and wisdom that comes along with the package.
And I agree with that.
Definitely, I agree. I own it.
Yes.
Sometimes those looks are what brings somebody to your page, and then they see you're not just there to look pretty, but you got depth to your page, and that's what sets us apart. Is we don't just post a picture to look pretty because we are lovely ladies. Thank you, but there's more to it.
Yes. Agreed.
You feel the same way,
Yeah.
Sheree?
Yes. Definitely agree.
I mean, because we know that, us, Leo, Chris, me, we understand that and we know that people who are in the cigar industry see you and respect you for what you bring. But there's, again, there's our brethren as men who don't see that. And, I'm just wondering how you feel when you're not taken seriously, as business women in this industry. I mean, like I said, every woman wants to be pretty. Every woman wants to be sexy. Every woman wants to be acknowledged as that. But if that's the only thing that you see, then that can, I just want to know, like, sort of, how do you get past that? So.
Well,
Again,
I'm just gonna put it
you'll
out
soon
there.
find out.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say again, you'll soon find out. I don't really allow disrespect. Trying to say this in a way where it doesn't sound crass, but
Shit, it is
if
what it is.
somebody,
Go on, spit it out.
I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody steps to me wrong or fucked up, then I don't have a problem with defending myself or defending other ladies. To be quite honest, that's why I'm here. So if that's what you see, that also tells me your surface level, the way you think. So we probably won't connect.
Yes, that's true. In my case, I will try to say that in English, and you will excuse me if I have some bad words, but I will try to do my
We
best.
love it.
Oh, thanks. I just, we live, I don't know if you ladies live this so often, but in my case, I live it so often when men try to come to me or try to come to us, things, that are so disgusting related of what we're doing. So I just try to pin some answers what they're trying to say or what they are trying to do or what they are trying to ask, because sometimes they want to ask for something that we're not able to give. Okay, so with some smart words I just try to kill that, and I say, oh, thanks for contacting me, I'm so pleased that you follow me, welcome to my world, welcome to my smoking cigars journey. So I invite you to see what we're doing. I work in a factory. You are invited to come when you're in Dominican Republic. And they say, okay, okay, okay. And then like type of answers that I used to give when somebody comes to me with weird things. But that is
Well,
only in social media. Real life, it's different.
right, and I think that's the whole thing is that social media is such a fallacy that is presented to people versus the reality of things. I mean,
Yeah.
and I know Easy and I and Chris and I, we talk about it all the time. Like, yo, I know how we are, away from social media and away from the camera, and how we are on the camera and on social media. I don't think that any of us particularly falsify anything that we're doing. It's just backside stuff that most people don't get a chance to see, which is what I love about you ladies, because like I said, I've talked to most of you ladies before and I understand how you guys are. But one of the other questions that I truly have is, as we stand along the social media line and also with the pictures, is that, like I've said with a lot of you guys take some of the best pictures that I've seen. And it's like, what do you guys think about the ladies that are smoking the 60 ring gauge cigars, blowing the circles with the lips all around the cigar? How do y'all feel about that, man? I mean, because for me, it's like, yo, am I looking at a downplayed issue, a Playboy or something? I mean, what the hell is going on?
To each their
Well, the
own.
first thing.
To each their own.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Kat,
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, to each their own. Everybody has a style, but depends if you want to be taken seriously. You got to have more than the circles and the pictures. And I think, for me personally, as a owner of a cigar company, that was my biggest hurdle, is what sets me apart from everybody else. All the other females posting pictures, and I don't do it for likes. I do it because I'm invested in this. My husband and I have this company, we're trying to grow a brand. So, I don't hate on anybody, but my content, it's got to have more than just a picture. It's got to be more than that. And at the beginning, I would get all these comments, all these, I'm sure you guys did too, these perverted comments, kissy faces, hearts, whatever. But as I proved myself, and it took time to show that, hey, I'm not just, trying to be pretty on here. I'm not trying to get your likes. Those comments are pretty much gone, because they see, and then, my husband and I we're a team. So it's legit, hey, good job, or, the comments are real. They're not these fake things. Every now and then I get a request for a picture of my feet, but that you can't stop. You can't stop that.
Yeah.
Picture of your feet.
My feet,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't get none of those.
I've had a few, yeah. Whatever floats their boat.
Oh, that is some crazy shit. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
I
I'm
got a
not
high
surprised.
art. I guess they like that. I don't know.
You got a
I got
podiatrist out there, I guess. Holy shit, that's hilarious. That's great.
Yeah.
Sheree, on this same line, have you ever had something crazy like that?
No, and I think it's because, I post a lot of Dallas Leaf only content. I post sometimes, me doing smoke mastics, playing with smoke, but that's just enjoying my cigar, having fun with it. But most times I don't get any, inappropriate comments or DMs or anything like that.
Hey, do you think you don't get them because of Ron? You think people get Ron like he the Dallas Suge Knight?
Yeah.
You know what though? But hold on a second, because I was thinking the same thing. There he goes. But here's the thing. And fellas on here know that shit doesn't matter, right? Now you got Sheree is married. Kat mentioned she's married. Maisha, Isis, I don't know. Are you guys married?
I'm not married.
You're not married. But
No.
even for those who are married, whose husbands are in the industry, who are also seen in your pictures, in your social media, that's not going to stop a guy from sliding up in your DMs with either a dick pic or some kind of request of yours. Now, I heard from Kat, we heard from Sheree, but Isis and Maisha, how do you guys deal with that? And is that a problem for you? And please excuse my kind for doing things like that.
Shit.
Please excuse us. Sometimes the men, we got to work on each other, but I'm going to apologize on behalf of all the men.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I'll go. I'm bad though. Sometimes I don't even read them. Some of my friends give me a hard time because I log onto my phone and you can see the little red dot at the top and it'll say like 99 plus. I don't feed into it. I know what's happening. I'm aware. I don't. If they're getting mad disrespectful, I delete it. I don't. I just don't feed into it. It's happening. Not my feet though. I don't post my feet.
I don't even
I don't have
post my feet, I
ugly.
don't
I
think.
just never really post my shoes, maybe, but not necessarily my feet.
Isis, do you get any strange requests like that in your DMs?
I'm sorry?
Do you get any strange requests in your Instagram DMs?
Yeah. Just today, early morning, I had one special request. And he said to me like, oh, hi, I admire you so much. Can you please send me a picture of you and I will keep it as a treasure? And I said, oh, thank you very much. I will so soon forward one of the pictures that I posted this week so you can have it for your own, because my pictures are public. So once I post it, it is for all of you guys. So you can take one of it, no problem. Or I will send one to you so soon. And then he said, no, because yes, really. And then he said, but please, I want special that you send to me and I will keep it as a treasure, blah, 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 blah. So I stopped answering and that was all. This is kind of things that happen. So I try to avoid, because one day I post dancing in, happy or whatever, but one day I post like real times from my cigar job. And then another time I post something about the leaf or the tobacco itself or blah, blah, just to avoid, just for them to know that it's something else about posting good, maybe not good pictures, but we are women and we are young, So I don't know. It's sometimes difficult, but nothing that I am worried about. I don't block. I don't report anybody.
Okay. All right, easy on you, man. I don't know, Chris. You got a question? I'm flabbergasted a little bit right now by the whole Never mind. Go ahead.
Chris, I don't know. Chris is on mute.
Chris on the road. He on mute.
Yeah.
I can hear you. I can hear you. My one thing is, as I was
No,
riding
you got you.
here, can you hear me?
A little bit noisy.
Noise.
Nothing. I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna come back so you hear me.
Okay.
All right, we got you. Easy, what you got, man?
Yeah.
You got a question?
No, I actually, I'm kind of curious from the ladies. You know, it's one thing to get what you get from the men, but I think you also have some equal challenges when it comes to the ladies, and especially with you guys and what you do. I know there, and I've bear witness to, and I've heard from other Sisters of the Leaf about some of the cattiness that's going on between some of the ladies. Have you guys experienced any of that, and how do you respond to that?
Oh, what happened to my? So I have experienced some cattiness with women. I'm a professional, so I do not feed into that negativity. I am and go around to our pop-ups and service our houses as a business, as a professional woman. Um, those things really I ignore because it does not do me any good to get involved in that other than raise my blood pressure. Who needs that?
Hmm.
So I just really, people are going to talk, good, bad, or indifferent, period. It doesn't matter who you are, even if you don't have a platform. They are just going to talk. That's human nature. And I just let them, because the people that I deal with, they know who I am. They know who Sheree is and what Sheree is about. And the drama, I am not.
Hmm. What about you, other
Nice, your
ladies?
cat. I just
Hmm. I haven't had anybody. I haven't actually had that issue, and if somebody did say something, I wouldn't feed it, because that's what it's about. They want that attention. They want to know that they affected you. I wouldn't even feed it. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I don't even think about it. There's always going to be haters. When you're successful, someone's going to come for you, and they always want to be better, but let them be better. That's how but they got to do it on someone else's page, because I don't got time for it.
Agreed.
So,
Do you guys feel as supportive though? Do you feel like a good level of support from other ladies, in the industry, whether it's on social media or just personal or even through business? Do you guys feel a good level of support amongst the ladies for what
The
you're
women
doing?
that are serious about it, yes, because it is about us being in sisterhood. We have to watch each other's back and support each other as women. So yeah.
Yes.
definitely agree with that.
Hmm.
well,
Yes, I do.
speaking upon that, because there are a lot of women that are doing great things in the cigar industry. One of the big things that just happened, as we all know, is that we right now have a female vice president in office.
Yes.
I mean, what a honor for me to have my girls be able to look at a woman that looks like them, not only a VP female, but she's also black or minority. All of you ladies on here are in somewhat of a category of minorities. I know most of you guys may be looking at Kat with her blonde hair, but no, she's in the range of a minority as well. So, with that being said, ladies, how do you guys feel? Um, do you feel that women are making progress in the cigar industry right now? Because there are a lot of women coming, there are a lot of women smokers, but pretty much all of you guys on here, you are definitely industry related, each one of you. So do you feel that women are making a change or making a difference, that they're progressing in the cigar industry, and how so?
Let me tell you, I feel so motivated when I see women in the cigar industry, not only smoking, but doing some kind of things inside the industry. In the factory that I work for, which is Tabacalera de Garcia, I don't know if you guys have heard about it. My boss, which is the president or director, she's a woman. And the management team is very big, and all of them are men. So I say, if this lady is here just leading this factory of 5,000 employees, it's a very difficult thing. If she's here, it's because she's very, very good and she can make some special changes in our industry. So it makes me so proud, and it motivates me as well to do a better job, to focus on this, and to keep loving tobacco, to sharing our experiences in this, beautiful world. So that's my feeling when I see women being successful in here. She is the first one that motivates me every day from Monday to Friday, because Saturdays and Sundays I just live the life. I need to be honest.
Oh, see, this is why I love these women. That's why I love these women. Maisha, what's your take on this?
Huh?
So what's your take on this? Are women progressing in the cigar industry, and so how?
I mean, to be quite honest, it's slow and steady. I mean, we've definitely seen some growth. I know I have. I always tell the story. I've been smoking for a long time, and I was smoking as a woman by myself at most lounges for years. So the fact that women have interests, that they want to be a part of the industry, or even if they want to smoke, that's how I am. I embrace everybody. But it's slow and steady. I mean, I think most of these brands who are predominantly male owners or male run, they're starting to see that our dollars matter, and our voices matter, and where there's women, people will follow, men and women.
That's right.
So I'm happy to see it. Whatever your place is in the industry, whether you're novice, you're interested, you're smoking, you started a brand, I embrace it and support it 100%.
Kat, what's your take on this?
I'm newer to the business. I've only been we launched almost 2 years ago. I've really been probably doing this hard, probably about a year now. But even in the short time, I've seen a lot more females, and it makes me happy. When they're supportive, that's even better. When they're not threatened by you, and they want to teach you what they know, that really helps, because it is male dominated. And when they see a female, they want to know, well, are you just here to smoke to look good, or do you got something more? And when we work events, I'm starting to get more respect in that, because I'm not just there to smoke and let Nolan answer all the questions. And that's how I used to be, because I didn't know, where do I fit in here? Am I going to be taken seriously? And now more so, it is. And it's nice to see other females like you guys here that are all about, the stick without the drama. And that's a good thing. I like that.
Dre,
Well,
you muted. There you go.
sorry, I did. But like I said, women, we're funny creatures. When we find or come into a new industry, we want to understand it, right? We're just not looking blindly or just not smoking a cigar blindly. And I think I think it was Smoke Easy, that we want to educate ourselves, so that we know exactly what we're smoking, where it comes from, what the taste notes are in the cigars. It's more than just smoking the cigar. And like Kim said, I'm new to the cigar industry. It's on a business level. I've been smoking cigars for about 7 years. Um, but to come in as a woman on the business side of things, like she said, in the very beginning, I was very quiet. I kind of sat back, paid attention to what was going on around me. I had Ron answer all the questions, you
Hmm.
know. But since then, I've educated myself and I can speak on it a little better. But I'm still educating myself, because there's so much to learn about the cigar and where it comes from.
Hmm. I definitely see the progression. I've been smoking cigars for well over 25 years, and I've noticed a huge difference in the industry with the ladies. At first it was really more so about the cigar model,
Mm-hmm.
and the beauty behind it, and the aura of cigar smoking, and inserting a lot of femininity, which is cool. But the industry has definitely transformed. More ladies are entering now, to your point, Sheree, who are educated or have educated themselves, who know tobacco, who know the industry, who know the business, and are starting to really become, either brand owners or,
Mm-hmm.
some kind of owner of some kind of business, within the industry. So things have definitely changed over the last decade or so. I'm happy to see you guys here, because there's a
Thanks.
lot that we as men can learn from you guys as well. So keep up the great work, and hoping that many more women who may have wanted to enter the industry, who may be a little shy about it or have some second thoughts about it because of it being so male dominated, to just realize that you guys have set the examples for them, to be able to step in, gracefully, and step in, without fear, and step in very boldly.
Thank you.
So there's a question out there that I think is a damn good question. It said, what made you want to get into the cigar business other than saying you love cigars? And that's for all of you ladies, whoever wants to go first.
I'm sorry, what's the question? Sorry.
Okay, Sheree, what made you want to get into the cigar business other than saying that you love cigars?
So I came to Dallas Leaf when Dallas Leaf was a cigar club only, and we had a meeting and introducing new members and everything. And Ron, the CEO of Dallas Leaf, was talking about his vision, what he wants to do in the industry, and I believed it. I believed in his vision, and I found that it became very interesting to me. And like I said, I went out to educate myself a little bit more because I didn't want to just be a cigar smoker. I did want to get in on the business side of things, um, because it's a huge industry. We all can be a part of it. It's not just for men. It's not just for women. We work together. But women are definitely making a big impact in the community.
I wanted to do it because it's like my craft beer passion. I wanted to learn everything about it. And then with when my husband and I came up with the concept of opening our own business and a trying to establish a brand, I wanted to know all about it. And there's nothing better than relaxing. It's so relaxing to just grab a stick, light it, no matter what it is. I don't just obviously smoke our brands, but to try a lot of different ones. It's relaxing. It goes well with, for me, I opt for the beer, but other people like other things. It's just a passion that I have that grows. It's something that's not going to go away. It's something that I love to learn more about. And I don't know everything. I'm always learning. Like she said, we have that same mindset. It sounds like, she's totally right. We don't just sit down and say, okay, I'm just going to smoke this cigar. I need to know all about it. I need to know where it comes from, what kind of draw, what's in it, what kind of flavors. That's like my need to know. And I'm always asking questions if I don't know. And it's awesome when there's people that are willing to answer and they're not, looking down at you because you don't know, the difference between leaves or sizes and all that. And that's something that I appreciate, females like you guys,
What about you, Maisha?
Isis.
Oh, okay. So I need to say this. I didn't choose to be in this industry because I just was only needing a job. And it was 10 years ago. I came from the tourism industry, and it was an opportunity for me in that factory, and I took it. And it starts in the management office when I was assistant of the general manager. But I was so inside the cigar parts because it has like different departments. And during the first year, I said, this is very weird for me. I'm too young to be here. In that moment, I never see any young lady like me. And I was saying, oh my God, what is this? What are these people talking about? Filler, wrapper, binder, fermentation, warehouses, tobacco fields, and things like that. And I said, I will move soon from here. I will move soon. But I understand really that they saw something in me because even I was assistant, they just was trying to teach me every day about things that I was not needing in that moment. I don't know if you got me. So it was 2 years ago when I said, I need to learn. This is so interesting for me. Let me try not to smoke, but I was, like we say in Spanish, jalando humo, just having smoke, and I was, oh my God. But okay, let's continue. Let's see what happens. And then they took me to the tobacco fields. They took me to the farms to see all the processes. And then they took me to learn about coffee, some drinks. I don't know why, but it became like a passion for me to go to my work. And I was so excited every day to go to my work because I was working, but I was feeling like a celebration. I don't know if you understand me. Anytime I was going to work, I said, come on, this is like celebration for me. This is my time to learn new things. This is my time to have fun, to know a lot of people, to share with a lot of people. And I said, I like this. I fucking like this. I will stay here. And then I said, please get me in. I want to learn, blah, blah. And they put me working or, just attending to the blends preparation. And I just was there paying attention to everything. Let me see what I have from here. So that's what I say. I never choose to be in, but I think that I belong to this industry and I just want to do great things here. So I hope to learn because you never finish learning in this. I had and I have still some good opportunities because I work around some master blenders like the Grupo de Maestros, and I just try to learn. I just want to see what I can have so soon in the near future. Okay, but nothing gets me in, only that I was needing a job. And now I'm so in love and I see opportunities for me to share about the good my of what my Dominican Republic has for for all the people from outside Dominican Republic. That's all. Like a good tobacco, uh, a big producers of cigars. We have a lot of factories here, and that makes me proud. The feeling of sharing this is all for me.
Maya, what you got?
Nope, we can't hear you, sis.
Okay.
You
My bad.
are on mute.
I didn't
Okay.
know that. I started as a smoker, so I didn't even know that women even had an interest in smoking. So I smoked for many years um, without like a sisterhood, I should say. So I like to blame social media for at least introducing me to other women that had interest in
Mhm.
smoking cigars, which was one of the reasons why I started the organization. I'm a very social person. I'm also a very inclusive person. So all my intentions are always to help women feel comfortable with smoking a cigar, starting a cigar, understanding a cigar, the etiquette and the community and the industry itself. So once I figured out that there were other women that were interested, um, starting the organization was just to be social and to get you okay with it and kind of kick some doors down, because in the beginning, look, I've been to lounges where guys was like, "What do you need? Are you lost?" type of thing. Um, so like kicking the doors down and say we're here, and not only do we want to be a part of it, but we also stand firm in being a boss in it.
Mhm. And to that point, I think it's really easy for men in this industry to find a mentor, or to identify a mentor and someone who can help to guide them through this all. Who do you
Mhm.
guys look to? Are there any other women in the industry that you guys look to as mentors, or could even mentor you through all of this? Who you've actually tapped into to be a mentor of yours?
I look at every single woman. I don't have a mentor solely, but every woman that I meet, every woman that I see on social media that is okay with showing themselves on the internet smoking a cigar. I'm not going to front. It's a sexual look to some people. Putting a lollipop in your mouth is sexual to some people. So if you're comfortable with it, then kudos to you. Um, so I don't have a mentor per se, but there's a lot of women in this community that I admire and I look up to and model.
Mm, mm,
I would agree with that. I look to a lot of women as well who are in the industry. Two specifically, Simone the Cigar Assassin, and Crystal from Spade Cigars. Those ladies are very knowledgeable about the cigar and the industry. So I feel very fortunate that I can look to them and go to them when I do have questions. But like Amaisha said, we look to each other for inspiration and as role models.
all right, so it's Cat.
I definitely agree. I don't have anyone per se. The same thing. Anytime you see a female that's interested and is about the business, they could have the potential to be a mentor if you reached out. So Definitely these ladies will be somebody that I'll be hitting you guys up to ask questions, and you know, because I don't have any females that I could say, hey, let me ask her this.
I already friended you.
All right.
You can ask me.
I already sent my friend request out.
You can ask me too. Include me in that.
I did.
I love it. I
For
love
some
it.
for some bad or good reason, I didn't have any female in the past as a mentor. All of them men, but I feel happy to have a lot of women around me, and I think I have things to learn from each one, so it helps.
No, that's fantastic.
So I got another question out here from a man, Donald Huggins. He wants to know, what are your long-term goals in the industry?
For me, it's to build a brand that's gonna last. Not just there's so many boutique cigar brands out there that it's work. It's what sets us apart from all the hundreds of other brands. We're trying to build something that's going to be here, years to come, and that's really our goal. Leave something lasting. We could pass it down to our kids, their kids, and whatnot, and continue to build on what we've built our brand on, which is being veteran owned, because we are all vets. So I mean that does set us apart a little bit. It's for me personally, I can't speak for Nolan, but for me personally, I'm Native American, so it's to show my family that you can make it, you can do something good, um, and build something that will last, and it just takes work. So that's really what my goals are.
I agree completely. I definitely believe in building a brand and leaving a legacy. Um, it's everybody's bottom line is to make money, right? But it's more than that. Um, I want to be able to have Dallas Leaf all over, and if that name comes up, it's easily identified. We wouldn't be looked at as a boutique cigar or a black owned cigar. Just wanted to be known as a fantastic smoke, a great cigar. So yes, building our brand and leaving a legacy to pass on to the next generation.
What about you other two ladies?
I mean, well, Sisters of Belief is a brand on its own, even without me. I mean, um, like I said, I think that back then, and we're just talking about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, we didn't even use the acronym SOTL. We didn't even say Sisters of Belief until social media and other women started to catch on and hashtag the letters. So initially, when I started, it was a social organization. I was throwing events left and right here in LA, and that was my main goal, is to give it a voice and enjoy it, which have over the past 5 years have spun off to all kinds of things, cigar brands, ads. Um, I'm doing a documentary. We'll talk about that later. I've
I was
done
gonna go there
other.
next.
I mean, I'm sure it's on Leo's. I'm sure it's on his list of things to talk about. But big things. I mean, just to give it a voice and to grow it and to enjoy it. That was my main goal. Look, there's probably a small profit, you know, with an organization like mine, but I do it for the passion and 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 for the ladies.
Okay. I don't really have plans to have a cigar brand. I don't know if it's like an employee of the cigar industry. Maybe I'm living in a comfort zone. Maybe it's that. But I'm still searching like what to do for the future. I have some projects like, for example, I want to build or develop a cigar magazine. It can be digital one that I can show all the people behind the scenes, from the tobacco farms, from the factories, from the warehousing, I mean, like to discover, or not to discover, but to share all about these people that is helping for us consumers to have these beautiful and interesting products in our hands. So I have that project that I would like to develop so soon. I have projects like to have a brand, not for cigars, but I would love to sell and to have international brands where I can have my own lines of cigar cutters, lighters, t-shirts, caps, and all about items for cigar smokers. Those are my two projects that I want to develop so soon.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, it looks like Kanashi said most women don't have a mentor because it's a fight to get in. And she said thanks for giving us a voice, Maisha. She appreciates you.
So Tasha,
So my man Ron,
thank you, Kane.
my man Ron has a question for the ladies. Ron said, have they experienced any issues or difficulties with men following their directions or guidance while serving in the various positions in the cigar industry?
Of course.
That would
We
be a
gonna let
yes.
Sheree answer that last because I know why she laughing. So we're gonna go to Kat. Kat, have you experienced any of this?
No, I would say I would have to say I'm too new to really be out there. The only thing that I would say is when I first came on, I had to really prove to my husband that I wanted to be a part of it, not just for the likes, because it's work. It's not just posting pictures and sitting back and moving on. It's actually stuff that you want to put out to build a brand. And that was the big difference for me. And he told me, this is work. This is why I'm up till midnight, 1, hustling, because we have normal, regular daytime jobs. And once I proved to him that, hey, I want to be about it, he's more open to, we are more of a cohesive team. That would have been the only difficult thing. A lot of males don't step to me in any way. So I wouldn't say. We did have one guy that was a hater, but when you reach a point of success, you're going to have that. And, Nolan's taught me a lot because his background is PR, marketing, all that stuff. You can't give them any attention because that will just keep feeding it. So I would say I haven't had that issue.
And I think that's kind of amazing too, because with you and your husband in the Army, and I guess he started the company first, it would seem like you'd be like, okay, well, you got to do it like this, you got to do it like this, you got to do it like this. So that's kind of amazing. I love you guys' story though.
Yeah, well, for him, he's like that, but then I'm also like, no, we're gonna do it like this. So it's been about compromise. So with the design,
you still look clean around that bitch.
I am, yes, and he knows it. So it's not a matter of if, it's when he's gonna give in,
Right. Any other ladies?
Say it again.
You want me to jump in
Maisha,
there?
what about you?
Okay.
Have you had any difficulties dealing with men in the industry, following their directions, or them giving you guidance?
Um,
Me?
Difficult issues. I have received a lot of help, and I am grateful for that. Big, difficult. I can say not really.
Mm.
Not really. I am old in this, but how can I say? Really, I feel blessed of the help that I can receive and the care of men that I've been receiving so far. Really.
Maisha, what you got?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, whether it's silent or in my face, for sure. I mean, I could specifically remember putting together an event some years ago and trying to include a band that I was trying to just, put them in front of people, and I found out that they went behind my back to the owner of the cigar lounge to try to find out, if they could get in to this event. And of course, I was planning it. It was just low key shady, like I was trying to help you out, and then you stepped in behind my back or try to go over my head. And I found it really hard to forgive him. It's like he didn't really take me seriously. I was really honestly just trying to help out. You were a, a, a big beginning stages of putting your band out there, and nobody really knew you. So I feel like it was trying to help out, and I felt a little backstab. So I've learned that that's how this person rolls. So which just made me a little more guarded and pay attention to these cues that I get from my male counterparts.
Hmm.
And I know me and you talked about that in the past before about some of that kind of stuff. So, it is what it is. So, Sheree, what
Oh
about
yeah, it's
yourself?
happening. It's happening, and like I said, even if it's silent, they say it comes to light, I'll find out, which is so unfair, so silly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't come from a place of trying to kick anybody down, but give me a break. I was trying to help you out.
Oh, I just I just remembered something that used to happen to me. When I'm in some type of cigar event, I used to attend to a lot of cigars events, and there are a group of men that when I am around my or in my work environment, they know me. They receive me. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. They recognize me only there. Me out of there, they don't even know me. And these are men. I need to say it happens so often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, the question I would say yes. I've experienced some difficulties in having my voice heard um, with a panel of all men. I have to really do my research and come to the table with facts because otherwise they kind of just brush me to the side, just kind of, oh, that's okay, and then move on to something else. Um, but I think that I have gained the respect to at least be heard out now. Um, I wanted to have a cigar created that was a little bit more feminine. Not feminine, but a lot of ladies come to me and ask me, well, do you guys make a smaller cigar? Do you guys have a sweet stick? And at this moment, we don't. We don't have a smaller cigar, but I've been pushing for Lanceros or Robustos so that we can cater to everyone. You know, we just don't want to offer the big gauge, heavier cigars because that's what, you know, our guys like to smoke. We need to come off of that and, you know, introduce a lighter stick or, like I said, a Robusto or a Lancero, because women they look to those as more feminine cigars. It also helps them feel more comfortable with a smaller cigar in their hand, especially if they're not a cigar smoker. So just trying to, you know, introduce the cigar to women who are inexperienced, just catering to them a little bit. So I've had to prove that point a couple of times before somebody really said, oh, okay, she may be on to something.
That's interesting.
It's kind of
That's
weird.
interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But you know what? Women in the industry, the things that you guys have to go through, I have no absolute idea about. It has to be weird, because there's got to be some kind of pushback. There's got to be some kind of like that gift as well. And what I'm talking about, that gift is like, you know, guys are like, hey, well, you know what? Yeah, let me do this for you. You know, kind of pushing you along like the little sister or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine how that actually plays out for you. I mean, listening to Kat, I mean, you have to be strong. Listening to Isis, you have got to put up with all the bullshit and also be strong at the same time. So I can imagine, you know, what you guys actually go through on a day-to-day basis, man. That's got to be wild. Easy, what else you got for us, man?
I was trying to let you go there, but I'm really curious about this documentary.
You are.
Boom. Let's get to it. Let's talk about these ladies individually. Yes.
Well, I would say a couple of years ago, I did an interview with Beyond the Smoke, which is a YouTube channel, and I really hit it off with the creator and the host. We've since been very good friends.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm trying to cut you off, but this is killing me. Your girl Latasha said, "Give me the big stick." Sorry, I'm just running my mouth. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Tasha. Tasha is my girl.
She went there.
And there's never a dull moment with Tasha. And she's telling the truth. She prefers a bigger stick. And I love her for that. So keep them doors down.
Well, Tasha, we'll get to you next.
If she wants to. Yeah, she's a good time. She's a good time. But so when I did the interview a few years ago, we hit it off and talked about what we can do. So many holes in the industry that we can fill that nobody else tried to do, and talking about visiting other cities and how the cigar community is strong and tight. And we live in LA, which when people think of LA, they think of Hollywood. So we thought we put our minds together and put a documentary together about the culture, LA cigar culture, Southern California culture, and how we fit in, and how we move as a community. As you know, like there's a lot of Facebook groups, there's a lot of cliques, there's a lot of groups. We wanted to include them and bring them to light. And you know, we live in LA. We've got a lot of access to your favorite celebrities who smoke cigars. So we individually interviewed them, went to their houses, went to their clubs, met them at cigar lounges, and just wanted to hear their voice. Generally, it's about how they got started and how it's included in their lives. I'm most interested in that. I'm the type of person, look, I've been smoking for a long time. I think talking about cigars is not as entertaining, but what you do with your cigar, when you smoke your cigar, how you smoke your cigar, what you prefer is fun to know. So we've been working on that for the past year and a half. Come to a little slower pace now because of COVID, but we've got big plans for it to be released. We wanted to do it this fall, of course, but probably looking at a spring premiere. And we're gonna do it big. We're gonna do it Hollywood style. I'm not gonna front. We've got red carpets planned. We've got premieres planned. We've got parties planned. But it's something that we want to share. We have it here in our city. You have it in your city. And who knows, we may come to your city and do a documentary of your city. That's the plan. But it's been real fun. It's been real interesting, getting to know people and just hearing their voices. We interviewed brands, novice, people who smoked, tobacconists, cigar lounge owners. Trying to be inclusive and what's important to us to get the word out about this industry. So look out for that.
I can't wait.
Keep you guys posted.
I can't wait.
So and by the way, the
Gonna be some
documentary
familiar
is called
faces,
Smoke
you know.
Big. Right.
Smoke Big, the
Yeah, it's called
documentary.
Smoke Big. And
You can find us
you gotta
on all
look
socials.
look out for that. Yeah.
Yeah, Maisha.
Go, Maisha, go.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, we got a little delay. Go ahead, Maisha.
Say it again. I hear you guys.
No, I said we had a little bit of a delay, but you were going to say something. You got cut off.
Oh, where did I leave off?
You had said that there were going to be some familiar faces, but then you said something else, and then Leo jumped in.
Okay, I didn't hear that. So yeah, some familiar faces, like your favorite comedians, your favorite celebrities, rappers, musicians, magazine owners, cigar brand owners, cigar lounge owners when you come here and visit in LA. Again, trying to be inclusive and just the things you want to know about them, just like we're talking here, how we got started, what's your favorite stick, and I like to say for me, I think my favorite time, I live in LA and things are different now, but my favorite thing to do and to see other people do is to see them smoking in their car. We sit in a lot of traffic here in LA. So
I love it.
the way to manage the anxiety and the anger and the road rage of sitting in traffic is lighting a cigar. So I like to know those things about people. My favorite thing to do. When I see people smoking in the car, and I'm not saying, look, I don't know if everybody's driving Maybachs, but I smoke in my cigar and I smoke in my car and I enjoy it. It really is. Of course, it's calming and my favorite thing to do.
It's a nice experience.
For me to do.
Yeah. If I'm driving anywhere over 30 minutes, I'm lighting a cigar.
And I don't know how
30
Maisha
minutes
do
is
with
like
the LA
going to
damn
CVS
traffic
for me.
because
So
right. Let's say with the LA traffic, man, hell no. I couldn't do it.
things are different now, thanks to COVID. It's probably one of the pros to COVID is that we're not as many of us is on the street now, so we're not sitting in traffic. But even when I did, you put on some good music and smoke through it. So I like to know those things about people, and we wanted to put that in the film.
So there are some other questions that people have out here, but we're on a roll. I haven't forgot about you guys' questions. I'm gonna throw it to Kat. Kat, you are with Echelon Cigars. You're the VP. Tell us a little bit more about Echelon Cigars and what's going on with Echelon Cigars.
So we launched about 2 years ago. We actually we have a big year coming for 2021. Can't say anything now, but we've got some big things coming. We do have a really great family-run factory that we use now, Ruiz Cigars. They have a stateside location in Sparks, Nevada. Great family. They are all about quality. really, really good family. And we went up there and to their stateside location, and the owner Marvin let me roll a few of our cigars. Um, the quality is there, and we get a lot of repeat customers because we don't just say, hey, anybody can sell cigars, but is it quality? Are you going to bring people back? And that's what we're doing. We're building on that. So 2021 is going to be great. I have taken over our social media. My husband does he's busy with his other job, but he's really the brains behind our company. He sees something and he goes for it, and he's really built, like you can see behind me, our little sign here. It's red, white, and blue, and he told me, that's not a mistake. That's by design because we're about America. We're veterans, and people like that. When we go work events, they like that. So look for 2021. We're really going to be doing some big things. So.
Good shit. Good shit.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That.
Hell
Love
good
that.
Shit. I love these guys. I love Echelon. I love what they do. They have they have a vision. They have a goal. And I know that Nolan and I talked before. Kat and I talk back and forth every now and again. They have a goal, and in case you guys don't know, in case you guys don't understand, I post these guys for a reason. Go out and get Echelon cigars while they're available. Get them while they're available. Trust me. Isis, tell us about what it is that you do with the great company, all this.
Oh, wow. I'm a product development actually after this pandemic, because after that I used to be the marketing person, groups, cigar education departments, like the person who coordinates and to create this type of activities for learning, like the blend, the smoking panels. We used to do blind tasting. We used to do this tasting by origin, for example, Cuban cigars, Nicaraguan cigars, Dominican cigars. But after the pandemic or during the pandemic, I'm developing some projects, private projects for the US market. And I work specifically with Montecristo, Romeo and Julieta, A. Shopman, and Vegafina cigars. So that's what I do. I really enjoy my job because, as I told you guys before, it's a new opportunity every day to learn about tobacco, about materials that we use for, developing whatever it is about a cigar brand. So that's what I do in Tabacalera de Garcia. Altadis USA is the organization that do for us all the sales and the marketing for the US. But we also have Tabacalera España, which do the same for the European market. So we have also another brands like Don Diego, Santa Damiana for the European market, and the ones that I mentioned before for the US. I also help on the Pro Cigar organization. I don't know if you have heard about it. This is the association of all the Dominican cigar manufacturing, and we do a lot of type of events during the year for the local consumers and the international consumers, like the Pro Cigar event. We also cover the golf industry and some, small activations like auctions, cigar releases, and things like that.
And there we have it. So, Sheree, last but not least, tell us about what's going on with Dallas Leaf Cigar, man. What y'all doing over there in Dallas?
Oh my goodness, we're doing all kinds of things in Dallas. Like I said a little earlier, we have a couple of new cigars that are going to be dropping soon. Yay! Excited about that.
Hell yeah.
We've been staying busy with our pop-ups. keeping our cigars stocked in our houses. We get a lot of online orders. And I think the reason why is because I try to keep us relevant on social media. So I'm the social media director, and I manage all of our accounts. I gotta keep staying relevant, staying in front of people, supporting people, helping people get their names out there. Like, I try to keep our names out there. Dallas Leaf is growing. We've got some things coming up that are pretty exciting. We just finished our second annual cigar crawl, where we visited 10 houses around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We went in and highlighted those lounges and patronized. We're in LA now, Maisha. We're at Job Stogies. We have our cigars over in this is it the M Lounge, M Shop, yeah. So we're going into a lot of different demographics, which is really exciting. It's exciting to see it grow. It's exciting to see people shouting us out because I've worked really, really, really hard at keeping our social media together, and I have no experience in doing this. All of this is self-taught. I taught myself how to make flyers. Yeah,
most of us don't. Don't worry about it. You ain't the only one.
Yeah.
In this industry, sometimes passion kills profession. So
that is true. I love that. Yes, I love that. But it's been a journey, and I'm really looking forward to traveling down that road and see where it takes us.
Okay, all right.
so interesting.
Well, along with that,
Congratulations.
I'm glad you kind of went that direction, Ray, because my man Brad said, are there any issues that any of you encounter as women that is not talked about?
I don't understand the question.
Well, the question is
Not talked
essentially is that, are there some things that you guys encounter that you don't necessarily put out to the everyday, whenever it is that you're working within the industry?
Well, I don't tell
That
people
not
about
the
my
average
feet,
layman may
but
never know about.
I don't go out and tell everyone, hey, this guy asked for my feet, a picture of my feet. That's something I keep to myself because it's flexible, or I get hey, you should start an OnlyFans account. I don't know what that is, but
Oh,
my
here we
God.
go. Here we go.
But I did hear that feet pictures can fetch a pretty price. I don't know. I might have to.
Don't do it, sis. Don't do it.
These arches aren't cheap, though. I'll tell you right now.
Don't do it.
I can only imagine. That's all I can say. No, I don't know. I mean, because there's always something that's going on. If you have a business, there's always something that's going on behind the scene that you're like, I can't believe this idiot asked me this shit, or anything like that. So I'm sure that's where Brad's going with is that there anything that's happening behind the scenes that you guys have encountered that you can tell us.
For sure, my safety shoes. You never see it on my post. My safety shoes in the factory, my no perfume, my no makeup, my no anything because of the FDA. So that you don't see in my pictures, and that's a real issue for me, as a woman. Leading with these FDA regulations,
Understood, Isis. I understand that.
Yeah.
I will post too a picture with all my stuff, and we'll dedicate that to the FDA organization.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I never see any of you women in photos and you're not made to tens. That's all I can say.
They're not going out like that.
Well, we always want to put our best foot forward,
Yeah.
We're representing our
I
brand.
understand.
Exactly.
That's definitely a ladies thing, and I get it.
Yeah.
So my man Anthony said, what are your favorite sticks?
Oh my God.
Besides ours,
I was about to say, besides your
Exactly.
own.
Beside ours.
my second favorite stick, I love Oliva. Oliva's got good stuff no matter what it is. They've got some good stuff. That's my
That's
go-to.
one of my favorites too, Kat. I love Oliva.
Yeah, man, that's what I
Series
started
and the
with.
G series.
Yep, they have this one out called the Hellion. That's a good stick.
Yeah. He just showed me. He brought me one.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Yeah.
Nice.
Maisha, what about you? What's one of your favorite sticks?
So many. I'm smoking the Dom Pepin Garcia right now. My number one favorite stick is a Carlos Tarano 50 year.
Oh, I like that.
Box press. That's my favorite. But I'm a Drew Estates smoker. I've been really, like, for the past couple of months, I want to say, I've been on this Plasencia kick, which I really enjoy. I mean, from top to bottom, I enjoy their cigars.
Yeah, that's a good stick.
So, yeah. You know, quite a few. I mean, I like Olivas too. Olivas. I try anything once.
What do y'all like pairing?
There you go.
I'm not gonna let my bougie ways show.
I pair everything with craft beer.
Let you in my
that's
bougie
easy.
Cuban ways.
I have a lot of favorites. It depends on the brand, but in general, my favorite stick is the one that goes in every occasion of the day, maybe during the morning, during lunch, and during dinner. So that's a very friendly stick for me, and maybe the favorite will be that one. So I will not mention any brand.
Gotcha.
That's fine too. That's fine too.
So my man Ron got another question. He said, where do you ladies see growth and impact where women will have on the cigar industry in the next 5 to 10 years?
We are taking over.
Let's plan
I ain't mad at that.
We're coming. We are coming. And we're
I'm good with that.
over. Watch out.
Sales for sure. Definitely sales.
Is that the consensus for all the ladies?
She said it.
I mean,
5 years from now.
we touched on it a little bit before. We're trying to kick some doors down and be present and be taken seriously. I mean, there's brands out there, women-owned brands now. There's women-owned cigar lounges, which has never happened. So it's going to happen. So, I mean, there's no denying it.
It's only going to grow from here.
In Dominican Republic, I see
it only gets
more
better.
potential
I think it only
in
gets
the
better.
sales.
What was that, Isis?
What's that?
That in Dominican Republic, I see more potential in the sales areas for women. You know, cigars producers here used to be men, brand owners and things like that. But I see a lot of potential in the sales side for us women.
I agree with that.
For sure.
That's Dominican Republic, and maybe you guys in the LA too.
For sure.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna throw a question out there to you ladies that I've been kind of holding on to. So most of you ladies at some point had a start in smoking cigars. You know, and I work in a cigar lounge, and one of the biggest things that I hate is whenever guys come to the cigar lounge with their ladies, they always want to say, well, give her a flavored cigar. First off, that's the wrong approach. Secondly, how did you ladies get introduced to cigars? I mean, was it that kind of thing? It was like, hey, try this flavor cigar, or did a guy or your guy tell you like, yo, check out this cigar, and we'll work in different routes. How did that go for you?
For me,
So,
oh, sorry, you want to go?
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
For me, it was we were doing a lot of trips to the Caribbean, St. Martin specifically, and since I'm married to a social butterfly, he, chats up people. We ended up making friends with the owner of Das Cigars down there, and he gave us some. And I didn't really know the difference as far as quality. They cater to tourists, so they're gonna, you go into a shop and you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy a cigar. But when I tried, that was probably the first one that I tried. The very, very beginning, which kind of propelled us into this industry to begin with. They had a very smooth, it was a Connecticut, which is, I'm glad I started with that because I had to build my palate as time went on. But that one was specific. It wasn't flavored. It was just something. And then, you have to remember you don't inhale it, which, some people don't know that. I didn't at the very beginning. I smoked cigarettes, so I forgot, and I will never forget again because it was a very horrible experience. But that was my very first cigar was a Das Cigars, and since then it's grown. And that trip to the Caribbean is definitely the catalyst to where we are now.
Nice.
Who's next? Who wants to go next?
So my first cigar was a Monte Cristo. I had a friend guy that introduced me to cigars, and he recommended the Monte Cristo. And he didn't try to intimidate me or downplay that I needed to smoke a sweet cigar. He introduced me to a real cigar, and from there, like Kat said, my palate just grew and it developed more and more as I started smoking them. So I didn't start with a typical, like you said, women's flavored cigar. I started off with a real cigar, and from there it just built from there.
All right. I know we talked about this before. How did you get to the introductory of cigars?
Well, it wasn't a flavor cigar. I don't think I've ever had a flavored cigar until I was introduced to Sweet Bottom. Is this Fat Bottom Betty?
Yeah.
Fat Bottom Betty, yeah.
And yeah, I don't. I've never had anybody try to introduce me to that. When I used to go in cigar lounges with my ex, people would approach him about the cigar, and he would take a step back and be like, "She's the one that you need to talk to." So from there, they wouldn't ask me if I wanted a flavored cigar. Look, I don't have any problems with flavored cigars. It's a stepping stone to some people. Like some of my girlfriends that never had a cigar, all they really want, it's like wine. All they really want is something that tastes good on the palate. So once they get used to smoking a cigar without inhaling, having a little flavor, knowing that it doesn't taste like dirt, they really want to know what it tastes like, or what's the phenomenon of smoking a cigar. So if the beginning stages is trying a flavored one, I embrace that as like woman to woman. A guy just immediately asking her if she wants a flavored cigar may not be the best approach for a cigar manager or owner. But I always talk about my buddy, some of you guys know Greg's Second Street Cigar Lounge owner. He likes to talk to you and ask you what you like. What do you drink? What is appealing to you in terms of taste? People want first what tastes good. So I'm okay with it. I don't smoke them, but I'm okay with giving them that start and saying, if you don't know anything about a cigar, then try the flavor one so you can taste it and then and gradually they grow pretty fast into saying, what else can I smoke? You know, what other
Yep.
Right.
flavors of the cigars can I smoke? So I don't mind it being a stepping stone. Is that your approach? You might want to get to know the smoker first, what they enjoy on their palate first, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Isis, you feel the same way, or you got something different?
Me, I can't remember just now if I started with the Monte Cristo White or the Vega Fina Classic, but it was between those two because they are, soft cigars. And by the way, I got really engaged with the Monte Cristo White for years because I didn't know how to smoke. And then then I changed and I started to discover more strong cigars or stronger cigars. But I don't have any problems with the flavored cigars. Even that I work with this brand, which is the Backwoods. We also have Dutch Masters, White Cats. This not my favorite thing, So I rather always a very classic and natural one.
Yeah, you got all that blunt tobacco over there. That's what you got. All that weed tobacco.
Yeah.
That's all
Yes.
good, though. Hey, so easy, what you got, man? You got something else for these ladies?
No, actually, I kind of want to stay in that lane for a second because I think just as you find ladies like yourselves who don't like the infused cigars or who didn't have their start with infused cigars, there's just as many ladies out there who want that as their first experience. Regardless, to your point, Maisha, when you ask them, what is it that you enjoy on your palate, and you try to get to find out exactly, where you might want to start them. Have you guys encountered any other women who you've introduced cigars to who they want to start with the infused? They want to start with that flavor because of the stigma that a traditional, non-infused, non-flavored cigar will give them. I've encountered some women who, they're almost a little hesitant to start anything else, but knowing that there's infused cigars on the market or that a particular lounge or retailer has flavored or infused cigars, they want to start there. Has that been your experience? Because clearly that's not any of you ladies here.
I've had a few women who were a little shy about cigars and they wanted to start with the infused ones. So, of course, being a cigar smoker, I'm not going to, turn them away from what they want. I do want to introduce them to a flavored stick so that they can get used to tasting the stick. They want to get used to smoking the stick, right? And then they develop from there. So I'll never turn a woman away from a flavored cigar or even a guy if that's what they want to start with, because you got to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere.
That's true,
like I said,
Leo,
I mean,
what you
I've
just
been,
put there.
yeah,
That's true.
humbly said it. I mean, men start with cigars too. I know that I did not, but guys
Yeah,
do
neither
start
did
with
I.
flavor cigars. For me, working in a lounge, I always make sure that I try to find out exactly what the person is actually looking for. So I've had many guys come in and introduce them to me. I mean, you introduce their girls to me, like, your favorite cigar. The first thing I do is say, sweetheart, what is it that you want today? What is it that you have smoked before? What do you like to drink? So then that way we can get you started in the right direction, and that's just probably one of the things that kind of gets under my skin sometimes. When we think of ladies, we always want to kind of coddle them as guys and give them a flavor cigar. Hell no, I want you smoking with me. I want you to smoke what I smoke. Now we can get you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, Maisha? I mean, we can get you there. So it just take a little time. It just take a little time. We'll get you there. So I'm gonna double back a little bit
I mean, I know that.
to my man Cigar Brat's question a little bit. Say what, Mike?
Well, I was going to say, I think I remember hearing many years ago, like the Acid Cuba Cuba was like number one cigar for them for many years. That's a flavored
Number
cigar,
one.
which is a
Yep.
good cigar, just flavored. And there's a famous story
Cuba
for
Cuba.
Second Street Cigar Lounge, downtown LA. We had a very famous singer, infamous singer, that came into the lounge about boxes of the Acid Cuba Cuba, none only than R. Kelly.
Listen, the Cuba Cuba has
Smokes
been
Cuba Cubas.
the number one selling brand for Acid since their inception, almost. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a hell of a cigar, and they make it in various sizes. They make a box press. They got the 56, they got the 52, they got the Blondie. You know, it's probably one of the most number one. It's probably the most flavored cigar that's on the market that sells.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing that we can do about it. But I mean, it's a good selling cigar. It's a decent smoking cigar. I'm not gonna say it's a good smoking cigar. It's a decent
It's
cigar.
a decent stick, decent smoking. It is.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, and this is not because Cat's on here, but I'd rather smoke one of Echelon's cognac cigars than that one because of its natural flavors that
Sounds
they
yummy.
give. You know,
Ooh, it's very yummy.
you know,
Sounds
it
yummy.
is. I mean, it's a little bit bigger ring gauge than what I normally like to smoke, but I did smoke it. I enjoyed it. It was a great cigar. I like naturally flavored cigars.
Well, to go up,
But I want to kind of go back a little bit to Brad's question to get a little bit more clarity here. Are there what kind of conversations do you ladies have that may be like locker room talk that you don't necessarily talk about to us?
Oh, wow.
They're not gonna tell us now.
I don't see a locker room, first of all.
For a beauty shop.
Here we
Not a
go.
locker
Let's let
room.
loose now. Let's go. So
Well,
are
here's
there
the
other
thing, too,
sidebar
like
conversation that you ladies have?
I mean, most of the demographic of women that I smoke with or that I see coming in and out of cigar lounges are 35 and up. So we're talking about grown ass women.
Mhm.
So we talk about grown ass women shit. So boys is always a favorite conversation. You know, so yeah, of course. Of course we're talking
I need to
about,
be friends with Latasha. She sounds cool.
we can talk. I mean, look,
I
I'm
know,
telling you, she's the best. But I'm
she's
saying,
so
what
much fun.
it's true. You try to match the energy in a room, and you know, I'm not lost on the fact that I'm sitting in a cigar lounge, which probably is mostly men. And I know what they're talking about, and I can chime in as long as it's not mad disrespectful. I can chime in. I mean, we're talking about the same things. Guys are talking about women. We're talking about boys. We're talking about sports. We're talking about music, hot topics. There's no
A specific one.
there's no cap. So um,
All right, Kat, come on. Tell us what's going on, ladies.
You don't see
Anything
my
different than
halo
what
right
Maisha
here?
said?
I got a halo on right here. My husband's watching this show right now.
I have a halo.
No,
I have an
I
angel and a devil.
yeah, that devil's right here. I honestly don't have enough female friends to smoke with. It's always males. So, you know, I could go visit LA. It's right up the road here, and visit, you know, my girl right here. And then we can revisit this conversation. But I really I couldn't say. Now, if you asked me if I had some conversations when I was in the Army with my buddies, that would be different, because that, you know, that was different. Pre-marriage days. But
Yeah, see, that's females in the military are a totally different damn breed than what I've ever seen in my life. It's a total different kind of conversation with females in the military. It's Totally different. Totally different.
Yeah. It's the same conversation.
Isis, what about you?
To be honest, I don't have a lot of women to smoke with in the place that I live because most of them are in Santiago or Santo Domingo, and I used to smoke alone. And let me tell you a secret, or it's not a secret, but in the place that I live, which is La Romana, we don't have any cigar lounge so far. So I used to smoke in my house or at the beach or maybe a shop, but really the smoking culture here is more producing cigars than smoking cigars. So when I used to get in touch with some of them, we talk about everything. As she said, we sometimes talk about music or cigars or whatever, but we don't have any specific topic to talk about. I'm so lonely in that topic.
Sheree, what about you? What about you, Sheree? I know there's got to be something that you be sitting around with the girls because y'all got pop-ups and you be around a lot of guys, a lot of girls. So there's got to be some conversations that y'all have. What's going on behind the scenes? We don't know.
Well, I mean,
Really? I'm trying to get it out, Ron. I'm trying to get it out.
I see.
It can get a little seedy, get a little unsavory.
Sometimes.
Sorry.
I have a lot of girlfriends prior to the cigar community who smoke cigars. The ladies that I speak to or talk to and have conversations with are women that I've met since being in the cigar community. So, I mean, women are women. We talk about things.
Of course.
And sometimes
we talk about
they get
things.
a little, what'd you say? I didn't hear her. I mean, sometimes it can get a little, steamy. But
Y'all gonna make me bust open another bottle. This may be a 3-hour show now.
What you want to
What do you
know,
want?
Leo? What you want?
Exactly. Tell us clearly.
specifics, please.
Ask the real questions that we know you want to ask.
It's your time to answer.
We're walking on eggshells.
You're going to give you the politically correct answer unless you ask us specifically.
Yeah.
You might not want to go no further, Leo.
I was gonna say, I can't make it dirty after dark because it's damn daytime everywhere. So, man. But no, it's just I know this conversation because I know us as guys, we be having the conversations. When the lady walk in, like, oh, yo, it's okay, all right, yeah, So I know it's got to be something like that with the ladies as well too. It's got to be like, oh, look at him. So it's got to be something, but it's okay. We ain't gonna talk about it. I see. We ain't gonna go there. All right.
We let the single ladies do that talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay married, Leo.
You can say married.
I got you.
Yeah.
You can say married. You can stay married. It's up to you. You stay married, but it's okay.
Leo, stop.
I'm just gonna drink this beer. It's
See,
safe.
this kind of stuff that happens that guys ask on different platforms amongst guys. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of what Brat was bringing up too. He said, "Are there any other issues that you encounter as women that you feel that men do not? They're usually spoken about on these types of platforms."
I would say probably if I were to go in without Nolan to a cigar shop or lounge and, talk about the company or the brand, they probably wouldn't take me seriously. That's only happened once where I went in and they're just like, okay, you're a girl. What do you know? Flavored cigars are right over here. That has only happened once. but that would be the only issue as a woman that I would see. We've honestly really worked hard to build our brand together, and as you know, Leo, it's Cat and Nolan. Everyone knows that. Everyone that books us or that we work together, they know we're a team. So I really don't have a lot of issues as far as women because we've built a reputation and they know that we represent very well. So no one besides at the very beginning has ever done that. So I don't have any of those um, issues.
Okay.
I mean, look,
All right.
in cigar lounges that I go to, um, I usually establish a rapport with the men and the women that are there, right? So if we are talking about like after dark type conversations, just I think most men, most gentlemen want to be respectful, but they also want to know the woman's point of view, you know, in terms of relationships, dating, and sex. So we talk about it. We don't run from it. I know I don't. Um, as long as we don't get disrespectful, I don't disrespect the guys, and the guys don't disrespect me. Disrespect me. It could be a little unsavory, or you know, or just keeping it real. I mean, those types of things for me are not troublesome. I can give you my honest opinion as a woman about anything and still be taken seriously and not cross the line. So whatever it is, I mean, like I said, I think we touched on it before. It's sports, music, men, women, dating. Look, I live in LA and we got, you know, um, gay men, gay women. Uh, I've met gay women in the cigar lounge. We talk about these things and men that come through, or it really doesn't matter. I mean, if we're not, people are talking about it on these platforms. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I've been a part of other Zoom calls and we talk about it. So for me, I don't have a problem with it. I don't shy away from it. I have a voice. I think most men want to know what other women are thinking. So I'm cool with
Absolutely.
that.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Any other ladies got a response to that? Okay. All right. Easy. You got anything else, brother?
Look,
Good,
I
just
haven't
real
been,
quick.
I,
No, go ahead, Maisha.
I was going to say, I haven't been single for very long. I was in a really long relationship. So even then, we still, you know, he'd be by my side and we're still talking about it. I mean, it didn't shy away from talking about those subjects that people think that we're not talking about. 'Cause
Hmm.
we're adults, so
You know, well, I
it
found
happened.
that you know, speaking of talking to folks, I roll solo a lot, so I can go into any town and you know across the U.S. or even abroad and be you know walking by myself, and it seems like it's really easy for me to engage in conversation with other fellas within the cigar lounge. Is it the same for women? Like, I mean, women with men, absolutely. I think when men see women coming to the cigar lounge, we automatically embrace you, because we don't see, you know, typically don't see many women in the cigar lounge to begin with. But for women, is it the same? Like when you guys walk in solo, you know, do the other ladies who may be there, do they embrace you as well, or have you noticed that same dynamic amongst the ladies?
So like when I go into a lounge and I see other women there, I actually make it a point to embrace them first. You know, go to them, introduce myself, you know, and you know, have you know, make some small talk, whatever. But I'm a girl's girl, so I support my sisters. Like I said, I go to them and you know, it's good to see you. glad you're here? What are you smoking? You know, just kind of engage them a little bit, you know, so that we both can feel comfortable.
Hmm. Yeah, but hold on a second. Before the other ladies answer, you're coming from a different perspective because you're a brand owner, and it's sort of that's your territory, that's your job. You have a brand, and you know you want to promote your brand. But even before Dallas Leaf, was that the same situation where you know women do actually engage with the other ladies who you know were either there or they're there already and they see the other ladies come in and they want you know and try to engage them in conversation as well and kind of embrace them.
Well, yeah, even before Dallas Leaf, because you know the lounges host more men than they do women. So you know, yeah, before Dallas Leaf, I would still do that.
Mm.
Yeah, and I'm in Texas, so I practice a lot of Southern hospitality.
Yes. Thank you.
Mm.
Gotta throw that Texas in there, man. You know how they do. They you know, the Southern hospitality, man. You know, it's just what we all about. That's all we do.
Yes.
Mm. Is that the same situation for you, Kat? But I heard you mention before that you don't really encounter that many women.
I actually haven't. No. Usually when we go out, well, it's different. So for the lounges, if we were just to go out and we want to go hang out with some friends, I don't know if it's because I grew up with a lot of brothers or my military background, but I just have a lot of, you know, me and my husband will roll with his buddies or whatever, and we'll go in. It's not that I wouldn't embrace the females, but I just haven't seen a lot. And the ones that I have seen in the lounges that we've been to, they're always with their husbands, and I don't know if they are legit smokers. Like we've brought a couple to a cigar lounge with us, and the wife, she smoked. She wasn't an avid smoker at the beginning, but you know she was cool. We were cool, but for the most part, the wives that I've seen or the girlfriends that come in with the guys, they're kind of timid because I think it's more of a I'm going to go with you to go with you, but they don't really, you know, all smile or you know you nod and acknowledge each other, but that's it. They don't. They turn themselves in a way where they don't. You can tell by body language. Don't approach me. So you know I'll be open and friendly, but for the most part, I have seen they're really sort of unapproachable. I would love to be more involved in areas where there are more female smokers. That's where my girl comes in here. I'm gonna have to go visit her and you know go around and take a trip to Dallas because you know I got peoples down there and see it because I really don't have that much. My crew's all mostly male, so.
Yo, somebody tell Chris to pull over.
And that's why I love doing things like this. I love connecting people with each other, and you sisters are very important to me. So I'm glad you guys are here. Speaking of which, I need all you guys to put in your Instagram handles, how you can be reached on Instagram. Let people follow you. Let some new people follow you, and spread the word about what you guys are doing. So yeah, I love bringing you guys together. I really do. The man Anthony said, can't wait to get a chance to visit you all sometimes. Appreciate Meister for showing love when I was in LA a few years ago.
Thank you for the platform, Leo. This is really great. Because of your platform, you are able to bring us ladies together, and that's important. And to Kat's point, there have been times where I would go into a lounge and the ladies are kind of like, you know, standoffish, don't come over here. But I don't care. Like I said, I'm a Texas girl. I'm still going to go over, speak, and be friendly because it's just in my nature.
Right. And sometimes, you know, just being a damn good human being sometimes, just being able to say hello just goes a long way sometimes, you know.
Yes.
And you know, it's one of those things that I know whenever I go to different spots, I'm not afraid to say hello, hey, how you doing? You know, what are you smoking? What have you? You know what I mean? Because we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to smoke that cigar, get our enjoyment, you know, have our relaxation moment, and be able to carry out the rest of our day as much as we can, you know.
Right.
So, but it's always good to see ladies in the lounge for me, because it gives me more things to ask about, like, how do you feel? Do you feel comfortable? Are you okay with being around all these guys, even though it's a male dominated industry, and such as this platform, is asking you guys these direct questions, like, how do you guys feel about some of the things that's going on? Can you see progression going on, because you guys are in it. And I really, really do appreciate all you guys coming on, because I talk to most of you guys as often as I possibly can. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all the true conversations that you guys give me. It's great to have you guys on for 2 hours, and I'll be damned if I'm going to try to keep you guys any longer, because I know that there's something more that you want to do just Saturday past 2 hours. Talking to me, Easy, and Chris.
I'm doing it right now.
What? 2 hours?
Yeah, I'm with you, Kat. I got it.
The curious Leo.
I'm doing it.
I got some beer that I want to get to. Yes, Kat. I
There's
know.
beer to be drunk.
And I would love to drink and smoke with all of you guys. Of course, I've already done it with Maisha, and we're gonna continue doing it. Kat is on the list next. Eventually, I'm gonna make my way to the Texas area again. I'm not gonna say where in Texas. I'm gonna try to do Dallas. I'm gonna try to do Houston, and I'm damn sure making my way to the DR. That is gonna happen.
Please, you are more than welcome. When all of you want to come real from heart, I can host you, and I can take you to a lot of places for you to know, and we will have a good time, really.
Thank you for the
Yes,
notices.
I'm on my way.
I will be contacting.
Oh, you're on the way. Okay.
I'm on the way.
Come.
Yes.
It will be
Yes.
nice, really nice.
Yes.
So no, ladies, go
Thanks again,
ahead,
Leo.
take your time right now, and type in your Instagram handles and all of that good stuff so that everybody can follow you guys. You ladies are always welcome whenever it comes down to the ladies of the Leaf platform. I love having you guys on. All of you guys always bring it to me and give it to me the way that you see fit, and that's the way that I want it. With that being said, I think next week is Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes.
Thanksgiving is next week. I came on earlier and really thank my guys that are here for being here and supporting me. I want to thank everybody else for supporting me as well, who continuously view the show every week. It's been a blast. It's been great. And I want to make sure that I give you guys something to end with tell us what it is that you are thankful for yourselves.
I am thankful to be amongst the living. I am thankful for my family. I am thankful that I am in my right mind. I am thankful to be a part of such a growing community that has really grown into like a family, my cigar family. We've had so many people to embrace us and to support us, and I'm very thankful for that.
Same thing. I'm thankful for another day, for all the blessings, for being able to have a brand that's withstood the first 2 years of trial and tribulation. Thankful that my son made it through Navy boot camp, and he's down there by you, Leo, in San Diego. I'll have to hop down there and see him again. And just thankful for health. Thankful that that we've made it through this pandemic so far, and my sister did get COVID, but she passed. She didn't have any complications, so we're blessed with that. And just blessed overall. I mean, I have so much to be thankful for that I count my blessings every day. And I'm thankful for this beer right here.
Oh, cheers with water.
Cheers.
Maisha, anything you thankful for?
Everything. I consider some of my best friends as family. So my immediate family, of course, my extended family, especially during these circumstances, it's been crazy. So it's these times that you figure out who loves and supports you, who has your back. Um, the COVID thing is real, so this is where I really learned, who your real friends are. So I'm
Yes.
really this year I'm thankful for my friends and family. You know, besides the obvious, my health and roof over my head and my job. All those things are so important. Um, I struggled with the quarantine early on, and my anxiety was really high, and I kind of blame it on not smoking as often as I was. I mean, I wasn't as social, and now I know that I need it. I can say it to cigar smokers. I'm not addicted, but I need it. It's a requirement to clear my head, um, to breathe. So I'm very grateful for my cigar family and friends, and it's been really real important for me this year.
I'm thankful we got a new
Internal growth.
Awesome.
president too.
What's
We
that?
don't. I'm gonna throw my hands up on that one. I ain't too sure yet.
Well, I mean, the lesser of two evils, just saying.
This is true. This is true. But no, I appreciate you, ladies. Easy, Chris. It's been another good one, man.
Absolutely.
Next week is well, not next week. I'm sorry, December 5th. Because I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to be with their families, give thanks, and all that good stuff. But December 5th, we're coming back for another show. We're gonna have Definition Cigars on. Definition Cigars, which should be a great show. Got some cigars I want to make sure that I get out for you guys as far as reviews and stuff like that. Hopefully some of you guys that are out there watching, you will go ahead and get your Definition Cigars as well and smoke with us while we're on the show. But big shout out to Kat from Echelon Cigars, Maisha from Sisters of the Leaf, Sheree from Dallas Leaf Cigars, and also Isis from Altadis and Isis Moment themselves. Thank you, ladies, for coming on and spending your
Thank you
day
so
with us.
much.
I cannot say it enough. I really appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your hospitality whenever I do reach out to get you guys on different platforms or different things. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys very much. And I love all the people that are watching Faithful every week. Thank you guys as well. This has been fun. It's been great. I need to go ahead and get something else in my system because if I drink something else on this show, I promise it's going to turn into 7 Leaves After Dark. So I want you guys to please have fun, be safe, smoke
Thank
well,
you.
drink better, and
Yes.
enjoy the rest of your damn day. And with
Thank
that
you.
being said,
Thank you
peace.
so much.
Happy
Of
holidays.
course.
Thank you.
Love you
Cheers.
guys.
Thank you,
Happy
Leo.
holidays.
Appreciate
Bye.
y'all, ladies.
Good looking out. Happy holidays.
Got it.
Happy
Got it.
holidays.
Anytime.